Hey guys, it's me Delta1 here with God's Airsofters, and today I have a review of the D-Boys RKO2, and yeah, it's just an AK, it's a cardboard box, nothing special. So let's pull it out of the box. Pull it out of the box, upside down. Thank you, Mikey. As you can see, great packaging because the gun stays in even when upside down. So, that's your packaging, thanks to Mikey. Oh, and you'll get a manual. Here is an AK sling. Very good. 500 round, 74 mag. 9.6, 1200 milliamp battery. It's pretty good, and it is a 9.6. Don't tell me it's not. And a crappy trickle charger. Don't use these. I've said this enough. It will burn your house down and cause your power bill to go up dramatically. So, let's get the gun out of the box and make very unpleasant noises. Oh, it didn't make unpleasant noises for once. What a surprise. So, as always, Mikey will come and take the box. Thank you, Mikey.
No.
So, here's the gun in its form of glory. Very good gun, because it's an AK, and D-Boys makes some good AKs. Now, I've had lots and lots of AKs in my days, and I can say this is as good as you're going to get to an LCT or VFC because, for whatever reason, VFC was like, F it, let's discontinue it. And that's stupid. Should not have done that. So, as always, metal and polymer components. Can barely speak today, apologize guys. Polymer pistol grip, and it feels right, and the polymer hand guards and this little orange tip right here, which does come off. It's like glued on, so whatever. Don't take your guns in public without an orange tip or with an orange tip. Anywho, let's take the mag out to make it easier for the review. Actually, no, it's not, because I want a good thumbnail. Anyways, the sling, I want to mention that, is good and you can trust it. Only sling that has ever come with a gun that I say you can trust. So, let's go to steel components. Stock. Sling, top cover, body, not the front sides, gas tube, gas block right here, this part, that's aluminum, aluminum, steel, steel, pot metal. Front truncheon assembly is pot metal, unfortunately, and basically everything else is steel. So even though it doesn't say S at the end, it is a steel model, which is pretty unique. I like that. So let's move on from stock features and whatnot. Sling mount, trustworthy, and makes the ping sound. So stock folds. Now there is tape in here, and that's to prevent any stock wobble. Sometimes you have to do that with these, and very rarely do you get one that has no stock wobble. I even have had VFCs that have stock wobble like this, and tape will fix it. Now, one thing I can say is it is trustworthy. This is just one of those guns. It's pick it up and it works. So I've reviewed many AKs in my days, and I could say that the body on this, you can trust it. The riveting on it is better than the CYMA, and I don't care what anyone says. CYMA's riveting suck. But moving on, top cover comes off, batteries in here. Bolt operates like every other bolt. Exposes your plastic hop-up unit, which is one of the biggest cons to this gun. This is unfortunate. Selector switch, full, semi, trigger, magazine release right here. Now let's talk about that for a minute. You have to modify some of these sometimes to get all the mags in. You have to Dremel down on the lip on the magazine release right here to get most other mags to fit. So that's kind of a con, but you know what? It's a small price to pay for a perfection AK, which this is not perfection. It is the best that you can get for the money. So, again, push button stock, and then you have the side rail mount right here, which can take real steel optics. And side rails are available everywhere, so I don't want to hear this, you can't mount optics in AK. But anyways, it's just, basic AK. The sights, they are actually white. They are painted so you can know where it is and all that. And it doesn't really... You might want to put a few shims on the inside of the side right here to prevent the wobble. Polymer handguards right here, they feel really flimsy. I feel like if it was to get shot by something, it would break, which isn't really a con. But, I mean, you can buy real spare plum handguards for like $40. So, I would just do that, or just buy a wooden set and spend 5 minutes modifying it. And just easy as that. Then you have the sling mount on here, which is trustworthy. You have a fake cleaning dejamming rod, and then you have the front sight, which is adjustable windage elevation. You have a 22mm threaded 74 flash hider, and then there's a converter, which is 14mm counterclockwise. Now, moving on, that is pretty much all the features of this. This is just a basic AK. If you don't know how to operate it, you are the biggest moron on the planet. I'm sorry. If you can't operate an AK, you have a mental dysfunction. Now for the internal reports. Since I have opened up like 35 of these and completely changed springs and stuff, I could say this. The motor sucks. I will flat out say that. It's short type, V3, 7mm bearings. The bearings are kind of garbagey, so if I was to replace two things on this gun, motor and bearings. Gear sets, XYT, fantastic. D-Boys pistons, fantastic. I don't care what anyone says. The D-Boys pistons, if you set it up right, they will last for quite a while. The piston head on them is even better. It is a polycarbonate. It's very well ported. I like them. They're lightweight and they're durable. The cylinder head is meh, and it's a full cylinder, so there's no porting in it. So, I mean, and it's got the air nozzles kind of iffy, and the hop-up unit's clear and plastic, which is kind of lame. 455mm barrel. You can get a 510 to go to right about here on the gun without it exposing, so you could do that. Overall, this is a great base gun. I recommend this to any AK enthusiast. I know D-Boys has had a terrible reputation. Even Mikey, when I first said D-Boys are great, my good friend Jace was like, dude, D-Boys are better. And I was like, and even Ruski was like, D-Boys better. I was like, no. And then I got a D-Boys. And they're fantastic. This is one of their better models. So, moving on to my personal opinions, it's a fantastic gun. For like, depending on where you purchase this, you can get them from anywhere from like $150 to like, if you're lucky, maybe on sale for like $130. Now, I like this gun. I like the finish. It's a great gun. It's a great base gun. I take these and upgrade them and sell them for like $350 sometimes. I do custom builds for people, and the only AK I'll ever hand over to somebody would be a D-Boys, because they work. They're great bases. So, like, I like the finish. There's very few body modifications that you really need to do. I mean, and it's a VFC design. What more can you ask for? Even the gearbox has a hole in the back, so you can put a screwdriver in there to, just to prevent the spring guide from flying across the room. That is little things like that that make this gun and VFC just awesome. Like, this gun was designed for people like me. I like things that work and that are made for technicians. And this is a great system. But unfortunately, the longer barrel you put on this, there will be wobble. And there is some minor wobble, like minor wobble. And there is a way to fix it. I just found this out. My good buddy McKee said that if you drill it, and that should not have happened, the sight was turned off. Cool. Oh, it just was unaligned. No big deal, guys. But right under the sight, there is a, you can drill a hole and use a Metrix 5 Allen screw and screw it into the receiver, and that should help it a lot. So that should prevent wobbling. It prevented wobbling on an RPK, so that's fine. So anyways, moving on, final conclusion. You're getting a good AK that's built like an AK, that should be an AK. This gun is an AK, and that's why I like it, because it works. It is a working gun. It will work for you, and you work for it, and things will go together. I can't explain that anymore. This is one of those guns, it's like the M5 BMW. It's the best saloon. Sports saloon. This is what a D-Boys AK is. It's the best AK for under $200. And it's not a TM design, it doesn't have a crappy bolt. So, final conclusion, I recommend this to anybody. Anybody. It's fantastic. It's a gun. And it shoots bullets. And that's what it's going to do, because it's an AK. And it's comfortable, I love the stock, and it's good. I can't really tell you anything else. I mean, it's a V3 gearbox, and the V3 hop-ups are very nice. So, other than that, guys, life is good when you got an AK. And thanks for watching.